Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, of course, to Homechoir. Today is our classical and trad programme, and I'm joined today by a very special guest, my dear friend Wolfie, who provided the music for today's wonderful broadcast. We're going to be singing his Jubilate Deo, which he wrote, I think you were about 14 when you wrote this one, is that right? Yes, he's agreeing. Very much an early piece by dear Wolfgang, but very nice nonetheless. And how is everyone? How are you all doing today, folks? Excellent. I'm really glad to hear that. Lots of people having a lovely chat here in the comments. Lots of people here in the UK talking about the weather because it is, again, rather hot here today. It was really hot down here in the West Country yesterday. The thermometer just about nudged the very underside of 30 degrees Celsius, which is just far too hot. And my family and I just spent the evening just absolutely, well, wiped out, I think is the best way to describe it. Today, it's definitely on the hot side, but we've got a bit of a breeze blowing, and we've been promised that this is just a little blip. Normal service will be resumed tomorrow, so that means grey skies, it means rain, it means typical for Bristol. Now, I'm going to just run through my sound checks before I welcome you all by name, but it's great to see you. I do hope you're having a good day. Thank you to everyone who sent us messages for our anniversary yesterday. Anna and I celebrated 19 years married yesterday. We had a lovely time. Thank you ever so much, everyone. Had a lovely meal out, a lovely long walk, and then lots of time just sitting, having a nice chat, which is about as blissful as a day as you can imagine, particularly as the children were both at school, everyone. So let me just check the sound is working. Lovely. Excellent, so the piano's working, and let me just check the other bits and pieces. So first of all, I know that's working. Let me just check the recording. Quick switch off the headphones. In case anyone's spotted, no, these aren't the Cyberman headphones, which have developed, unfortunately, a slight flaw. So I'm afraid the Cybermen are being banished back to their home planet, been replaced with these. Here is a little blast of Jubilate Deo. This is the piece we're singing today. Here we go. Good, that's working. Jubilate Deo, Splendid. A nice bit of quite contrapuntal, fugal type writing. Lovely stuff. So, my sound is working. I have a choir assembling. Lots and lots of people here live today, which is fabulous. And I'm now going to say hello to you all. But of course, as I always do, I'd like to start by welcoming those of you who are here, but not in the chat today, or perhaps watching us later on Catch Up. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a great week. As always, I'm going to say hello to some dear friends of mine who I know are watching, but aren't necessarily in the comments. I'm going to start with saying good afternoon to Anne and to Linda. I do hope you both are very well. How are you, Anne? That's brilliant, and do have a lovely time with us today. Hello to Helen and to Bill in California. A very good afternoon to Sally and Annie. Hello to Maureen. Hello to, and now I know for a fact we've got 3 of the Llamas watching today. The Llamas are the little group that meets down here in the West Country, led by Kit Kat. So hello to Kit Kat, Val and Ruth, who I understand are having lunch together today. Hello, ladies. And hello to everyone else. And how are we all doing? Various people have spotted the haircut. Oh, yes. Yes, the experiment that was the floppy fringe is no more. I had thoroughly had enough of it. I don't know how anyone with hair that comes down to anywhere near their eyes can cope with it. I would just, no. So that experiment is over. A very good afternoon. And hola to Anna and to Jota in Portugal. Hello, folks. I hope the house move is proceeding well, Anna. I hope the unpacking is going well. And it's lovely to see you both. Hello to Carolyn. Hello to Cynthia. Hello, Dave and Jill. Hello to Eileen. The weather today, it could be nailsy. It's so lovely here. Hello to Liz. Hello to Emma. I saw your message about having tried a face-to-face choir. Do stick with it. All right, 1 rehearsal's not enough. You need at least 2 to decide whether or not you want to stay. No, seriously, give it a go. Have fun. That's brilliant that you're there. Hello to Angela. Hello to Gaynor. Good afternoon to Glennis. Hello to Gina, who I know is not watching live, but is watching later on. So hi, Gina. Hello to Gloria and to Gwyn. Hello, Gwyn. Lovely to see you. Hello to Anna. Hello to Irina and Jan. Hello, Janet. Hello, Jean. Hello to Jill and Jill. So lovely to see all of you here today. Who else is joining us? Gosh, it's jumping around now. Hello to Jackie and Kareth. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Kit Kat. Sirens are just coming past to collect me for later on. Hello to Lisa. Hello to Michael and Nikki. Hello, Paul and Nancy. Hello, Ruth and Ruth. All right, Terry. And hello to Faye and to Christine and everyone else who's joined us in the last few moments. I do hope you're having a good day. So let's just let's have a look. How's everyone doing? Cynthia's saying perhaps the haircut affected the Cyberman headphones. No, I didn't wear the headphones to get my haircut. I'm not that mad. How's everyone else? Hello to Albert. Good Abend, Albert. Great to see you. Ruth says the haircut makes me look younger. I didn't know it was a magic haircut, but thank you, Ruth. That's good to know. Oh, Janet says we had our first gorgeous master vaccinated face-to-face choir rehearsal last night, also doing the creation. That's fabulous to hear, Janet. Great news. Hello to Brenda, who's here as well. How lovely to see you, Brenda. Wonderful stuff. And bonjour, Suzanne. No, don't worry about it. We're just killing time till you got here. It's lovely to see you. And hello to Alison. Buongiorno, says Anna Maria. Hello, Anna Maria. Buongiorno to you as well. Fabulous. Thank you to Mike. Happy anniversary. We had a really, really nice time. It was just a lovely day. I did do a little bit of work, but it was only at a convenient point, just to do a little bit of just tweaking on this Haydn presentation I'm giving this afternoon or this evening for Around Sound. But it was lovely. Yay, we had salad jam. Ben, you look a lot younger. In all caps, says Kit Kat. Thank you, Kit Kat. It's amazing what a bit of a bonce trim, having been shorn. I do feel a lot better. I tell you what, I feel a lot cooler. I don't have that heavy haircut for weighing me down. I've promised Bobby after school I'm going to take him to get his haircut because he really, really needs it as well. So I shall take my boy off to get his bonce trimmed. Good. Anna says everything is going according to plan. Chaos is installed. That's fantastic. Cynthia's saying I can see a crown. Oh, well, you mean the crown in the background here? Let me show you. Hang on. Yes. Now you see, this is something very special. This is one of my very special artifacts. And how to have time very quickly. So yes, this was given to me. It's plastic, so don't get too excited. This was given to me by my students at my last school. I taught at a school that's now changed its name. It used to be known as Colston's Girls' School, and I was the director of music there for many, many years. And after one particularly good concert at St George's, which is a lovely concert hall here in Bristol, the sixth formers came up afterwards, as they tended to do, to thank the staff, and they presented me with that crown, which was rather lovely. And it's one of those fantastic artifacts, and I'm sure we all have things like this. You know, when you're having a bad day and you feel a bit grumpy and you're stamping around. Well, if I'm having one of those days, I'll grab the crown and I'll put it on and I'll just do what I was going to be doing, whether it was mowing the lawn or, you know, unloading the dishwasher or doing a bit of work here in the studio, just with the crown on. It's just a little a little bit of positive psychology. I think it works wonders. So can I suggest to any of you, if you find yourself at a loose end, if you find yourself struggling with your day, can I recommend buying yourself a nice crown and popping it on from time to time? If people in your office don't mind, then wear it at work, all right? But Nikki's going to put on her starry crown down by the riverside. A very good morning to Marie. Hello, lovely to see you. Cynthia says, no, keep the beard. Why was I going to lose the beard? No, don't worry, the beard is staying. I'm under strict instructions, particularly from Katie, that I'm not to touch the beard, so that's all right. Emma says, I think I know why we changed its name. Is there anything left called Colston Bristol? Various roads and a school at the moment, but no, he's slowly being, yes, for whatever reason. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to start, so thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to be singing some lovely Mozart today in our classical and trad programme. As always, I'm going to invite you to keep this all-important chat flowing as we work through the rehearsal. Because today is only looking at one piece but in multiple parts, there's going to be plenty of time, perhaps when I'm rehearsing with the basses, all the sopranos and altos can have a good old chat and vice versa. Plenty of time for you to get to know each other. So if you are new to the choir, you're very, very welcome. Do consider giving us a thumbs up and a subscribe, and do consider popping up and having a chat with these lovely people. But we're going to get started. So I need to ask you, please, ladies and gentlemen, to wiggle your fingers at the screen and make the all-important billy-do noise as we go to split screen. Here we go. Excellent. Well done. That was a slick one. Very good today, everyone. And a very, very warm welcome to our classical and trad programme. I say a warm welcome. It is quite warm here in Bristol. I hope it's okay where you are. Today's piece, well, it's fast, it's fun, it's a bit of music from the classical era, written while Mozart was a young chap, and I think you're all going to really, really enjoy it. Let's have a look at what we've got coming up. So obviously today, Mozart, Jubilate Deo, Sing unto the Lord. But of course we've got more besides this week. We do try and put on a wide range of styles and genres here on Homechoir. So of course, in a couple of days, we shall be enjoying our Fun Friday, that treat that we all look forward to at the end of the week, where we get to loosen the tie, kick off the shoes, and just enjoy some fun songs. So this week, Mersey Dotes and Dozy Dotes, Where Did You Get That Hat? I'm Called Little Buttercup, Do Your Ears Hang Low, and the new piece is Tarara Bum Die. So lots and lots of lovely music to put a great big smile on your face and start the weekend properly. And then, of course, right in the middle of the weekend is our all-important Sacred Sing, a very, very special time for us to come together at 11 a.m. on a Sunday morning and to sing some of these gorgeous, gorgeous sacred pieces. Bach Salute Deo, Bird Ave Verum Corpus, this lovely new Mozart, which we're learning today, and then a couple of other pieces. So Noyana, beautiful, beautiful African song, and Didn't My Lord Deliver Daniel? So there we are, everyone. Don't forget, if you haven't already signed up for our newsletter, please do so. There's no charge, and you'll be sent all of the links and any other news besides. It's only a once weekly email. We're not going to email you constantly. It's just so you can have those links to hand and you can find us, which is always quite useful. So everyone, let's get started. If I can invite you all, if you don't mind, to please stand up for me. That's fabulous. Let's go full screen and we'll just get warmed up. That's brilliant. So those of you who are standing for me today, plant those feet a shoulders width apart. I'm sure there's quite a few people who heard me say stand and went, no, I'm not going to stand up today. That's absolutely fine because it is rather hot. So however you're going to be for this rehearsal, whether you're sitting, standing or lying down, if you could give yourself a lovely straight back and that all-important long neck. We don't want to have a kink in the hose. We want to make sure it's a nice long pipe that starts in your mouth and goes all the way down to the bottom of your lungs, so you have what we call a column of air supporting your voice. And let's make sure we've got that long neck and that our head feels like it's being pulled very gently towards the ceiling, everyone. And let's just take a couple of nice deep breaths in and out in your own time. That's lovely. And as I'm seeing here, I see hello to Susanna and Marie. Good afternoon to all of you. And Barbara's here as well. Hello to Jenny. How lovely to see you. Hello to Christine. Now roll our shoulders round, please, everyone. And to Jane, lovely to see you all. Great stuff. Rolling those shoulders around, please, everyone. Bringing the shoulders up to your ears. Take a deep breath and let them fall. Splendid. Just roll the head around a little bit. Stretch those muscles out. That's fantastic. Well done, everyone. Oh, that's an interesting noise. Okay, splendid. So now let's do a bit of gentle humming. We'll start here on a D, and we'll just hum that nice long note, and off we go. Here we go. Upper semitone, still humming. And again. And an ooh. Upper semitone. Ooh. Wind's getting a bit excited there. Lovely. Now after me, please. Ma, ma, ma. Your turn. Great. Ya, ya, ya. Excellent. Me, me, me. And one more. Ya, ya, ya. Great stuff. We're actually going to drop down back here again. We're just going to do some fourths. If you remember, we did this yesterday. So instead of going up a third, we're going to go up a fourth, which is here. So we're going to sing Ma, Ma, Ma. Your turn. Excellent. Ya, ya, ya. Your turn. One more. Mi, mi, mi. Well done, everyone. I know it's always tricky throwing a new exercise into the mix. We'll be introducing fifths at some point soon as well, all designed to help you when it comes to things like your sight singing and your oral skills. So let's get started. Let me bring my score up on screen. And so today, as I've said, we are looking at a lovely piece by Mozart, despite what it says here on my t-shirt. This is a piece written when Mozart was still very young, and what's interesting I find about Mozart is that although he was without doubt an incredible genius, an incredible composer, there are other composers who've been child prodigies. Schubert's one, Korngold is another, Mendelssohn, and what's interesting about Mozart is that his early works sound early. It didn't take him that long to find his voice, but it was when he was in his late teens, early 20s, you can really start to hear the mature Mozart coming forwards. With other composers, well, they always wrote in a mature style. Korngold's one just like that. So this sounds early in terms of Mozart, and there'll be some little bits and pieces here and there that are going to be a bit of a challenge. So before we sing it through on Sunday, can I recommend, once I've taught it to you and we've sung it through this afternoon, spend a couple of minutes just looking through your scores. Speaking of scores, if you came along earlier than, say, about 1:30 today, so about half an hour before we came live, you may have picked up a link to a score. I'm afraid I've had to update that score because it had a couple of errors in it. So please use the score that's linked currently, which is to this version in F major, rather than the other one which is in G and has accents on all the notes. Alright, so if you have got that other score, please click in the description and download that new score for today. Of course, I'll have it all up on screen for you, everyone. Alright, just checking the comments. All is good. Lots of people enjoying the intervals. Nikki says, spot the nerds. Absolutely. So what we're going to do, as we always do, is we'll start with the sopranos today, and we're going to go through this, and then we'll come back and do the alto, the tenor, and the bass, and then we'll sing it all the way through. So let's have a quick look at the score before we get started. So Jubilate Deo, rejoice unto the Lord. The tempo is allegro, which of course means fast and bright. We have a key signature with one flat in it, which means we are in F major. I'll just double check that. There are no C sharps or anything which might suggest we're in D minor. No, we're starting on an F major chord. We are in F. We also have a time signature here, just on the far left over there, which is a C with a line through it, and this just refers to split common time. So common time is 4 in bar, 1, 2, 3, 4. So split common time will be 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 Jubilate Deo omnis terra. So it's actually quite fast, hence allegro. So let's make a start. So the soprano's top line here starts on an A, and we come in after 1. So we go 1 Jubilate Deo omnis terra. Okay, listen to it again. Alright, sing that with me please, Sops, with a nice bright smile, because it's a rejoicing piece. After 1, 2, 1 Jubilate Deo omnis terra. Very nice, well done sopranos, pat on the back. That's one system learnt. You've then got a couple of bars there, in fact more than a couple of bars. Let's have a look. We've got a half beat rest, and then a full bars rest. So it's 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4 bars of rest before you come in. So plenty of time. What I'm going to invite you to do is to make sure that you use this 4-bar rest to take a really nice deep breath to prepare yourself for your next entry. We then come in next, sopranos in bar 9 here, and we've got a mezzo forte dynamic, so moderately loud, and we come in after 1 and we sing 1 Servite Domino in Laetitia, in Laetitia. Okay, listen to that again. Servite after 1, 2, 1. Alright, let's sing that together, please. Starting at bar 9 after 1, 2, 1. Servite Domino in Laetitia, in Laetitia. Wonderful. Thank you, Sops. Well done. Now, what you'll notice here is a first-time bar at the top. Which way am I pointing? This way. Which means we go back to the beginning and we sing again. Jubilate Deo. So let's sing from the beginning after 1 and 1. Jubilate Deo omnis terra. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. Servite Domino in Laetitia, in Laetitia. Now, of course, here in bar, where are we? Bar 16. We ignore the first time bar and we jump straight to the second time bar. Okay, so Titia, and you'll notice here we go straight on. All right, there's nowhere to grab a breath. You're just going to need to stagger the breathing. So from the start of this system, bar 13 for the second time. Titia in Laetitia, laudate nomen eius, laudate nomen eius. Now I know it's a lot to take in, all of those notes together. So let's look at the last 2 bars here, just up to my left here. And so this is bars 16 and 17. So follow it from laudate. After 1, 2, 1. Laudate no. Excuse me. One more time. Yes, it's A naturals England. So here we go. After 1 and 1. Laudate nomen eius. Laudate nomen eius. It's almost the same, isn't it? Except the first one, you've got those two equal length notes, and you've got A naturals. Then laudate nomen eius, A flats, because we're going to have a little excursion to a minor key. All right, everyone. And then we have the altos, tenors, basses, quoniam suavis. We then start this fast little passage which leads us towards the end of the piece. It's only a short one, this one. It's a minute long. So then in bar 27, we sing this line. After 1 and 1. Quoniam suavis est Dominus. Don't worry about the last note on the line. We'll come to that. Listen to that again from bar 27 and 1. All right, let's sing that one together. Quoniam. After 1, 2, 1. Quoniam suavis est Dominus. Lovely. One more time for luck, as we do have time. After 1, 2, 1. Quoniam suavis est Dominus. Lovely. Now, we need a 4th. Now, good thing we've been practicing then, because it's here. So we go up to the 4th and we sing 1. Alleluia, alleluia. And it's a much more complicated line here at the end, so let's do it slowly. So from that last note here on this last bar up to my left, after 1, 2, 1. Alleluia, alleluia. Let's do that one more time, please, sopranos, and then we'll run into it from bar 27. After 1, 2, 1. Alleluia, alleluia. And just stagger the breathing. Breathe where it's comfortable. So let's sing from Quoniam suavis, sopranos, at bar 27. And we will sing this one through twice at the end today, because it's a little bit tricky, this one. So bar 27 after 1, 2, 1. Quoniam suavis est Dominus. Alleluia, alleluia. And there we have it. Thank you ever so much, Sops. So now let's return to the start. And let's have a look at the altos line. Let's have a quick sip of drink, everyone. How are we doing? Good, good. Hello to Sue. Lovely to see you as well. Lots of people having a nice chat. Lots of people talking about tangoing. Oh, I do hope you're enjoying Mr. Tango, those of you that are singing it with Saul. Isn't he wonderful? Now, Jubilate Deo, altos. Fairly typical sounding alto line, wouldn't you agree? So we sing from the beginning after 1, 2, 1. Jubilate Deo omnis terra. Okay, and you need to sound jubilant while you're singing that. Nice big smile after 1, 2, 1. Jubilate Deo omnis terra. Excellent. Now you'll notice below, obviously the sopranos have a 4-bar rest above us. The basses come straight in. Then the tenors pick up with this slightly fugal entry. So you then come in here, altos, on this note, which is a G in bar 8, servite domino, domino in Laetitia, and it sounds like this. Let's go servite domino, domino. So almost the end of the system. So it's 1, servite domino, domino. Listen to it just on the piano, and 1. So let's sing that one together. After 1, 2, 1. Servite domino, domino. It's quite a nice little line here. Then over the page it goes. In Laetitia, in Laetitia. Listen again. Just from those last 2 notes. After 1, 2, 1. Alright, let's sing that together from these last 2 G's here in bar 12, after 1, 2, 1. In Laetitia, in Laetitia. Great. So now we go back to the beginning as we did with the sopranos. Let's sing your line from the start. This will be for the second time, altos. After 1, 2, 1. Jubilate Deo omnis terra. 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Servite domino, domino in Laetitia, in Laetitia. Now notice, in this first and second time bars, it's all very different from the sopranos. You have to hold the first time for the full bar. Everyone has to do that. But when we come to it for the second time, notice the sopranos carry straight on with the laudate. Altos, you stop with the tenors and basses after 1 beat. All right, great stuff. Now, carrying on, as we are at bar 18, just after the second time bar. So the soprano sings us a C. We've got to sing an F. Now, we've just sung an E, so it's just next door. It's there. And so we sing 1, 2. Laudate nomen eius. Okay, just that one phrase. So let's sing that. Notice it's a piano start. After 2, 1, 2. Laudate nomen eius. Great. And then a little echo to that. We sing after 1 and 1. Laudate nomen eius. And chain these notes together so we get a lovely phrase. Sing that for me, please, would you, altos? Bar 21. After 1 and 1. Laudate nomen eius. And again. Laudate nomen eius. Great. Well done. Then, Quoniam suavis dominus. Let's look at this next phrase. So notice it's quite a bit louder here. It's mezzo forte, so we sing 1. Quoniam suavis dominus. Okay, listen to that again after 1 and 1. Okay, good and strong. Sing that with me, please. Quoniam after 1 and 1. Quoniam suavis dominus. Excellent. Now, we drop down to that C. Okay, got a little run there. And lots of notes next door to each other. How do you get that note? Well, it's a fourth away. We've been practicing fourths recently. It's also the same note we have all the way on that other side of the system on Arvis. So it's Am suavis dominus es. So it's that note there. And we sing es dominus. Listen again. Sing that with me, please. After 1, 2, 1. Es dominus. And then we sing onto the last line. We sing after 1 and 1. Alleluia, alleluia. I ran out of air on the last note there. Listen to that again. Okay, so from the last F here, this is bar 31. All right, after 1, 2, 1. Alleluia, alleluia. And you can see by looking at the score, there's a little bit of interplay between the tenors and sopranos and altos and basses, and it's da 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 da. It's a nice little bit of counterpoint there. So let's sing, please, altos. Let's go from the second time bar here. Laudate, the last line here on this system, which is page, bar 18, altos, to the end. Sing with me. After 2, 1, 2. Laudate nomen eius. 1. Laudate nomen Dominus. 1. Quoniam suavis Dominus est Dominus. Alleluia, alleluia. And just as with the sopranos, there's really no good place to breathe, so just stagger that breathing to get you through to the end in one piece. Thank you ever so much, altos. Tenore, let's have a look at your line. How's everyone doing? People have been saying, one thing I've noticed is my sight reading is vastly improved. That's fantastic to hear. Well done, Kathy. Well done, everyone who's saying a sight reading. Ati says her sight reading is a lot better as well. Fabulous. I couldn't be happier. So here we go. Let's have a look at the tenor line here. So we're on a C here, tenors. This is a middle C. We've got the other lines above. So tenors, we sing after 1, 2, 1. Jubilate Deo omnis terra. Listen again. Right, let's sing that together, please, tenors. After 1, 2, 1. Jubilate Deo omnis terra. Excellent. Now the basses set out first. Tenors, you're shortly to follow them. So the basses sing. You come in on the same note we've just finished on there, tenors. So going from the end of this system, it's in after 1 and 1. Servite Domino, Domino servite in laetitia, in laetitia. That's a lot of notes to take on in one go, so let's break that down into manageable chunks. So let's look at Servite Domino, the first 3 bars of this little section here. So it is after 1 and 1. Servite Domino. All right, sing with me, please, tenors. After 1, 2, 1. Servite Domino. Excellent. Then we start a new little phrase, and it's Domino servite in. Let's just sing that. Okay, so from Domino here in bar 9, after 1, 2, 1. Domino servite in. Good. And then to finish things off, it's laetitia. Listen again. All right, just be careful of the 2 B naturals. Laetitia. Sing that for me, please, tenors. After 1 and 1. Laetitia. And then coming down the scale, in laetitia, to finish it off. So let's sing from the beginning. In fact, let's do this twice through for the tenors. So we'll do a first time and then a second time bar. Ready, tenors? There's your note. Altos, sopranos, if you want to sing along. Here we go, tenors. After 1, 2, 1. Jubilate Deo omnis terra. 2, 1. Servite Domino, Domino servite in laetitia, in laetitia. Jubilate Deo omnis terra. 2, 1. Servite Domino, Domino servite in laetitia, in laetitia. And just make sure you come off cleanly there after just 1 beat in that second time bar, because you're going to need to grab your breath, and we're going to carry on. How's everyone doing? Good, good, good. Very glad to hear. Lots of people talking about going back to face-to-face choirs and how nice it is, but you can't chat whilst the conductor is talking. One of the many advantages to online singing. So let's carry on, shall we please, tenors, while everyone else is having a nice chat. Okay, so now we drop down a couple of notches in dynamics. We've just finished here on a C. Our next note is an A, and we sing Laudate nomen eius, laudate nomen eius. I love the elegance of that little moment. It's very Mozartian. I know it's early Mozart, but it definitely has that dramatic edge that Wolfi had, didn't you? Yeah, he agrees. Okay, so laudate nomen eius. After 2, please, tenors. 1, 2. Laudate nomen eius. Excellent. And then the next one is a minor version. Laudate nomen eius. With me. Laudate nomen eius. Excellent. Very, very nice. Now, carrying on with the altos and basses, tenors, here we are in bar 25, and we sing 1. Quoniam suavis Dominus. Don't worry about the high note for now. Let's just look at that. After 1, 2, 1. Quoniam suavis Dominus. So just be careful of the difference between the B natural and the B flat. Sing that with me, please, tenors. After 1, 2, 1. Quoniam suavis Dominus. Excellent. Then we go up to an F. So that's quite a wide leap, a nice expressive sixth. Okay, so we climb up here and we sing Es Dominus. Okay, just down the scale. So sing that for me after 1 and 1. Es Dominus. Lovely, well done. And then just onto the last system, it's Alleluia, Alleluia. Perhaps the most straightforward, actually, of all the lines. It sounds a bit like Bach. Listen to it again from the last note here in bar 31 and 1. Alleluia, Alleluia. And there we have it. Let's sing that second half through for the tenors. Okay, so starting at the bar after the second time bar, and then we have just the bass line to learn together. So there we are, tenors. There's the alto and soprano. Basses, if you're reading along, be with you in just a minute. So here we are, second half tenors. Ready? 1, 2. Laudate nomen eius, laudate nomen eius. Quoniam suavis Dominus, es Dominus, Alleluia, Alleluia. Lovely. Hopefully you won't run out of air as I did there. All right, well done, everyone. And last but not least, let's sing this bass line. How's everyone doing? Jill's saying, I hope he remembers to milk the heel and cue. Don't worry, the heel and cue is very, very well. Still awaiting a name, but we're going to ask the young SIC to name the heel and cue. It'll probably be called something like Steve or Jeff. I don't know, we'll find out. So basses, thank you for your patience, everyone. Let's learn this lovely line, then we can sing this lovely bit of Mozart together a couple of times. So basses, no surprise to hear, you are underpinning all of the harmony here, so lots of root position chords for you, and we sing Jubilate Deo omnis terra. Listen again. All right, after 1, 2, 1. Jubilate Deo omnis terra. Great stuff. And then we carry on. Okay, now that line in itself, if I sing it for you, and I'll explain. Servite Domino in Laetitia. That line alone is enough to tell you that this is absolutely early Mozart. There's no way he'd have written something like that. And a melody which goes beyond an octave. That's a 9-note run, descending lines. No way the adult Mozart would have written it, but it sort of fitted in this, and so we sing it. Bearing in mind, if a student of mine submitted that as part of a composition tutorial, I'd probably return it to them with a red pen with a really, are you sure? But hey, Mozart wrote it, so we're going to sing it. So let's sing it together. Servite, please, basses. After 1 and 1. Servite Domino in Laetitia. Lovely. Just be careful as you come down the scale that we get all of those notes at the right pitch, particularly that last note lands cleanly. Okay, we've then got a couple of bars rest, which we need at this point, to be honest, basses, and then we've got to come in on that note. Now we do get that from the tenors, that G. We've just sung an F, the tenors sing. So that's our note, and we sing in Laetitia, in Laetitia. Listen again after 1 and 1. All right, sing that with me, please, basses. After 1, 2, 1. In Laetitia, in Laetitia. Great. So now let's sing it through from the beginning for the second time, basses, all the way through without stopping. And remember, the second time bar is shorter than the first time bar. Okay, so this is for the second time after 1, basses, and everyone else's notes. After 1, 2, 1. Jubilate Deo omnis terra, servite Domino in Laetitia. in Letizia, in Letizia. Excellent. Short note at the end. Now, we're back to that fourth for the second half. We're here at the last bar, just at the bottom here, and we sing Laudate nomen eius. Listen again. Sing with me, please, basses. Ready? After 1, 2. Laudate nomen eius. And then, like a little echo, the minor version. Laudate nomen eius with me. Laudate nomen eius. Great. And then we set out of the gate a bit of a clip. So it's 1. Quoniam suavis est Dominus. Okay, listen again. Okay, listen one more time. 1. So sing that with me, please, basses. After 1 and 1. Quoniam suavis est Dominus. Excellent. We then carry on. Est Dominus. Typical cadence line. Est Dominus with me, and Est Dominus. We then go back to that A, so it's important to keep that note in mind when we sing Est Dominus. It's the next note we come in and we sing 1. Alleluia, Alleluia. Or the upper note there. So listen to that for me one more time. From the last 2 bars of 31 here, it's 1. Alleluia, Alleluia. Let's sing that all the way through, please, basses. Let's sing that. In fact, let's go back a little bit. Let's sing it from the start of the second half here. Laudate. Just after the second time bar. Basses, tenors, altos, sopranos. Ready? After 2 basses. 1, 2. Laudate nomen eius. Laudate nomen eius. Quoniam suavis est Dominus. Est Dominus. Alleluia. Alleluia. And that is the end of that. Well done, everyone. So what we're going to do, as we do have time, there's no deep dive at the moment, that we are going to be coming back with well, lots and lots to look forward to still this term. We're not going to rush back into the deep dives until they're ready, so we have a little bit of time to sing this one through twice ahead of our performing it on Sunday. Don't forget, you can come back and watch these rehearsals anytime you like. Please do make good use of them. If you find, those of you in face-to-face choirs, that your choir is singing a piece that we have here on Homechoir, please tell them about it. Encourage them to come and use these resources, because we don't charge for them. We just want people to watch them and enjoy them. So, Jubilate Deo by Mozart. Let's have a go at it once through. I'm fully expecting to see in the comments, oh, that was a bit tricky, I got a bit lost there. Don't worry about it. All right. Dear old Mozart. He certainly got better at composition, but he certainly showed a lot of promise, I think, at this age, didn't you? Yeah, he did. So, from the beginning, I'm going to put the score up on screen. Bear with me a moment. So, actually, here are your notes. And let's sing this one together. Enjoy. Back to the beginning. 1. Tenors, altos, tops. Well done, everyone. How did you get on? I know it's fast. I know it passes in a flash, so let's do that one more time. I'm just going to return that particular video to the beginning and we'll sing it again. Remember, this is all going to be here for you to sing on Sunday morning. Is that going to work for me? Bear with me a moment, everyone. I've got to do this. So here are your notes. And let's have that just one more time. Deep breath. And... Jubilate Deo, from the beginning. And... Bravo, everybody. As I say, fast little piece. You can definitely hear that it is early Mozart. Some of those leaps are a little bit inelegant. Don't listen. Don't listen. A little bit inelegant, a little bit inartful. But of course, he was still perfecting his craft and in many ways setting up the sound of the classical era. So I think we can forgive him. We can forgive you, Wolfie. So I do hope you enjoyed learning that one with me today. And do come along, of course, on Sunday morning and sing that along with some Bach and some Bird and some more lovely music besides for our Sacred Sing. Next week we'll have another lovely classical piece to learn here on the channel, something a bit different. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but I think everyone's going to really enjoy it. And do join me, of course, on Friday for Fun Friday, something completely different. Where did you get that hat? I'm called Little Buttercup, and of course Tarara Bum Die and more besides. So lovely to see you all. If you're joining me tonight for the Haydn course on Around Sound, again, lots to look forward to there. And those of you involved with all the wonderful SIC projects at the moment, just thank you for all your hard work. Those of you recording things like Speminalium and the opera course, and working on Missa Tango. I mean, it's all just so wonderful to hear it all come together. So look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much for coming on this afternoon, and do take care, everyone. Have a great day. All the very best, folks. Bye-bye.